Alex Hormozi showed me how to make $1 million online at the age of 22, and I did. And in this video, I'm going to share what exactly I did and how you can do it too. And if you don't believe me, here you see me and Hormozi in Las Vegas, where I won a business competition called it the 100, where we generated $210,000 in 90 days. So that's pretty fun. And I also became an investor in Alex Hormozi's company called Skool, right? He's a co-owner there. So that's pretty cool as well. So because he changed my life, and in this video I want to share how, so you can find it useful. So there's one video that we even made together that I'm gonna now show you so you can believe it. And he even reposted that to his Instagram as well, which I'm gonna right now play. We're gonna watch it together. And please watch this video to the end. I know it's just 10 minutes, but if you have time, it's really going to be inspirational, and it will really help you if you are curious about how this all happened, okay? So let me quickly show you this. So he reposted, as you can see on Instagram, the video that I'm just right now going to share with you. And he said, cool compilation, the power of showing up every day and doing the work every day. You gotta want it more than you hate doing what it takes to get it. This is words from Hormozi. And now let's watch the video so I can kind of have context of how Hormozi helped me make my first $1 million online, and then we'll go from there. So let's go here and let's place this together. Let's watch it. It's gonna be about 1.5 minutes, so let's go.
Harut, you motherfucker. Here we go. Harut is always on, always asking questions. And to be fair, that's why you won.
Harut, fucking Harut. You better be a millionaire in the next like 6 months, man. I'm canceling. You're not allowed to come to these calls.
Hi guys, my name is Harut.
Do I see you on the lives all the time?
Yeah.
One time you
I
were
know
like, you
you.
better be making money because you're always here.
Yeah, he's always on.
Now he's here.
So we did about 210K traffic. 80% of it was from word of mouth, which is crazy. Like a lot of it going viral on Skool itself. That's why Skool is great. And also just people telling others or like on social media, etc. So
Cheapest way to
my
make money.
question,
Just get people to
Yeah.
say good things.
100%. And because of the like high upsell rate that we have, the churn is showing pretty low as well, because obviously half of the people are annual, so it shows like 2.7% for now.
You have one of these good situations, which, you know, maybe that's 4 years of promoting content. I'm not going to say that. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it is. It is.
No, you're doing a great job, man.
Thank you so much.
No, you bet, man.
You really
Congrats.
changed my life. Everyone.
You changed your life.
I appreciate you a lot. Yeah.
Harut, you
Alright.
motherfucker.
All right, so that's the video. Now let me give you a quick context about this as well. So what happened is I started using Skool, right? So before that, I've been using Skool, Alex Hormozi's and Sam Ovens' company and product in 2022, I think, or 23. So it's been like a few years. But I remember it was end of 2023, and I had a situation where I was making money, but I wasn't happy. So I wanted to understand why, and I said, like, who are good role models that are, you know, doing something for a long time and they are really have a long-term vision and they're crushing it. And for me, at least, it was Alex Hormozi and Sam Ovens. So I remember I wrote down, it was the beginning of 2024, the end of 2023, I'm gonna learn from Alex Hormozi and Sam Ovens, right? And if you don't know, Sam Ovens is the founder of Skool.com, that company that Alex Hormozi invested in, that is a company for online communities, right? And yeah, a plug here, shameless plug. If you go to achievegreatness.com, you can see our community for free as well and join it for free. So where you can learn how to scale your business to 7 figures and beyond. Okay, now let's talk about the story. So I wrote down that my mentors are gonna be Alex Hormozi and Sam Ovens. And 1 month or like a few weeks later, I saw the announcement that Alex Hormozi made where he said, I'm making the biggest investment in my life in Skool, right? And Hormozi became a co-owner in Skool, which means that him and like Sam were literally into one place called Skool. So I said, oh my God, this is the dream place for me to be. And I also love the platform. I love the product, how simple it is, how much fun it is to use it, right? Intuitive it is. And I started using it, and I started like joining calls that Alex Hormozi was doing every single week for group calls to help Skool community owners to grow their business, because now he became a co-owner of Skool. So I said, okay, I'm gonna join this. And in the beginning, both Sam Ovens and Hormozi were there, and then later it was just Hormozi, and now it's Sam Ovens again. So I kind of started joining these calls, right? And Sam Ovens answered a couple of my questions on that first couple of calls, which was very helpful. And then because most of the calls during the year was run by Hormozi, I was asking questions all the time when I was joining. And that's why the beginning of the clip is about, right? When he's saying, Harut, it's again you, right? Like you're still asking questions and etc. So that's why I was showing up and I was just like, there all the time. And that helped me to kind of learn from Hormozi. And one day he said this, right? Once you were watching this clip, he said, Harut, you would rather be a millionaire in 6 months, right? Let's see.
Hi guys, my name is Harut.
That's why you won.
Harut, fucking Harut. You better be a millionaire in the next like 6 months, man.
You better be a millionaire in the next 6 months, right? So he said this, and I took it seriously. And this is basically the context behind it. So hopefully this wasn't too boring, but that's how I kind of got into Skool, what kind of calls I joined, etc., right? And what like inspired me to take action. Now let me tell you how exactly I did this and why this helped me to make money, and then we will talk about the tactical things as well. So how we made this, right, is that we have an online education company, and back then I had also faceless YouTube channels. That's how I made my first couple $100,000 online, and it was like in 2021 when I first had real success with my real success when I was making at least like 10-20K a month back then, right, like 4 years ago. So it was pretty good, and that was one business I had. But after that, all of my other programs and companies where we help entrepreneurs to grow their audience, right? Because I've grown my audience, for example, on Instagram, etc., right? To 100K followers, on Twitter to close to 20K, etc., etc. So all of this to say is that I've been following Hormozi stuff for a long time, and this is exactly what I did that helped me to grow. So number one is I started selling, right? And now you can say, okay, this is such a like boring advice, but this is true. But before this like moment with Hormozi, I was sitting there and I was afraid to sell. So like I said, okay, like I have the knowledge, I have the expertise, but like I know I have a good product, I can help people, but I didn't want to sell, because like when you have the personality where you want to help, like you love coaching, it's ultimately becomes harder to sell, right? Psychologically, it was harder, and I will tell you what it helped me. And I know this, by the way, this is the case for a lot of our clients as well. I have clients that are doing wonderful job with their clients. They're making tens of thousands of dollars a month, a lot of them. And these are the people that struggle the most with just going there and promoting and selling, because they have the heart of helping someone, and they sometimes psychologically make the mistake of thinking that if you sell, you don't help. And the shift that I made is understanding, and I've learned this from one of the videos from Hormozi, is that to actually help someone, you need to sell them. Because if you don't sell them, you are not gonna give them your best. You are not gonna help them. For example, I make this video which is free, and this hopefully will help people. But I can't physically go and like meet every single person that will watch this video and be on calls with them and answer every single question of them every single day. I won't be able to do that, right? So maybe I can do it for one video, but for every single video's viewer, like it's impossible. Which means that if I actually care, I need to start selling, because that's the only way that I will help the person to go from point A to point B. And this happened to me a couple times as well, when I had a couple of clients that came back like after a few months, and then they said like, man, Howard, like why you didn't sell us something else? And I said like, why didn't you want me to sell you something else? And I said like, because I bought something else from other people and that wasn't good. And I said, oh my God, this person is blaming me, right? It happened a few times with different people for not selling to them. So why am I not selling? Because they're going to buy from someone else anyway, and I know they don't care, and I care, and I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to help the person. Now, will every single person become successful? No, because some people don't do it. Some people don't follow through the plan. A lot of people quit. So that's what happens. So you can't have 100% success rate. But will majority of the people succeed? Yes, if you do it right. Or at least a lot of them. Yes, right? So I need to sell, because what if you don't sell? You can't help the person. So once I made that, I said, oh my God, like it's not about not selling, it's about selling. And when I watched Hormozi, he said that like how he made his first few $1 million is by selling. It's by learning how to sell. He was selling 12 hours a day, his gym membership, which was like a program on how to lose weight or how to get fit, whatever, right? And that's what he was doing. So he wasn't trying to just grow his brand. He wasn't just trying to do something else. All of that is useful. You should do that. But the number one priority is selling, right? And that's what I understood. It's like, if I want to make my first $1 million, I need to learn how to sell every single day. And this has a couple of components, right? One of them is that you need to actually have conviction, right? you need to have conviction in what you sell. So if you don't have something to sell, or if you don't believe in what you sell, it's gonna be hard. So in my case, I believed in what I needed to sell, but I still had the psychological belief to every day go out there and promote it, right? So that's the first thing, that you need to actually have the conviction, right? Now, the second thing that is important for you to have is the psychological reframing of that sales is good for as long as you are going to do a good job, right? And now, good job doesn't mean that you are gonna be a perfect, you are gonna have a magic pill that no matter who buys from you, they're gonna lose weight immediately, or they're gonna get a new client, or they're gonna grow their business, or they're gonna become happier, or whatever is your niche, like whatever transformation you help people with. Like, no, it doesn't mean that, right? It doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to, for as long as it solves the problem, and for as long as you don't overpromise, and people are happy, they aren't unhappy, they aren't, like, you don't have more than, let's say, 3-5% refund rate. In our case, it's less than 1% at the moment, which is great. But if for as long as it's less than like 3-5, that's probably fine. You know, like you're not doing something terrible that everyone, so that's great, you know? And hopefully for the rest of the people, you are giving your best. And for the people that you are not doing the best job for, maybe you are, you know, helping them more, or you are, you know, accommodating them, or whatever that is. So, but for as long as you are fair, and I would say most people that are gonna watch this are fair, because you probably know who Alex Hormozi is if you clicked on this video. Probably you resonate with his mindset and with his personality, so you probably care as well, right? And you want to build the business in a legit way. So if that's the case, then you kind of will resonate with this, because you probably are doing a good job, or if you sell someone, you are going to do a good job. And if this is the case, you just need to start selling. And that's what I was missing. And after he told me that, and it was a good timing, because I also got into a business competition with Alex Hormozi's group called the 100, where from thousands of people, they picked just 100 people that they are gonna compete against each other, and we won, and we got that to place number 7. We generated $210,000 within 90 days alone of cash collected, which was crazy, with 21x our community. I think that was the biggest growth in that 100 people, 21xing at least. So that was cool, right? And the thing I did is I started selling. And then what happened, you probably have seen it in the video that I was sharing. We started going viral because people start telling it to others. So once I started selling, what happened is that I actually now had more customers to help, which means more people got results, which means people started telling to others. So 80% of it became word of mouth, right? So all of it really is sales. Like, yes, product is important. And if you have a great product, it will kind of go viral on its own, right? And yes, if you are better at marketing, you kind of don't need to sell much because you have pre-sold people. Like, I had a sales call today. He joined and said, like, man, I was pre-sold before this call. It happens all the time. So that's what happens when you have good marketing, when you have good content that nurtures people. But at the end of the day, if you don't have this, or if you even have this, if you are great at sales, that's what matters. Because you can be great at marketing and have a good product, but if you don't have any sales skills, if you don't have any sales process, no one can pay you, right? And if you do have strong sales, you will get clients that can give you the customers, the feedback, to the money to go and do better marketing and make your product better based on data, right? So this is exactly like what he helped me with. And now I will tell you how you can specifically implement this. And this sounds very simple, but all I had and all I did is I had an offer and niche that I liked, that I loved, that I was passionate about, that I believed in. Number 2, I started selling that. In my case, it was a one-on-one mentorship with me, because I wasn't selling it. And now I started just telling people, hey, yeah, like, this is the price. I think you should buy this. Here's why. What's your goal? What do you want to accomplish? Okay, what have you tried else? Okay, I have this thing. What do you think? And if the people were saying, no, I was saying, why? Why are you saying that? Like, why it's not good? They were telling me next time I was implementing that feedback with that other prospect. And people started buying. That's all. I just reached out to people and said, do you want this, or do you know anyone that will do this? Right? And I'm not saying that if you do this in a month, you will make $1 million, or like you will become a trillionaire in a second. No. But if you just have some skill that you get better at, and just focus on selling it, on advertising it, on promoting it, then you're gonna make money. And here's exactly how you can do this. And like, this is what, because there were 2 things that helped me. Number 1 is that the encouragement from Hormozi. Hey, Harold, you would rather do this. And I loved and respected him, and I still do a lot. And I said, okay, I'm gonna follow this. I'm gonna do this, right? So that was the inspiration, the motivation to do this. And number 1, I just went and I sold it. And if we break it down, it sounds simple, but like, if you want to make $1 million, right? Like, you either need to sell like $1,000 course, program, education, a service, affiliate, whatever, to 1,000 people, right? Or you need to sell a $10,000 thing to 100 people, or you need to sell a $100,000 thing to 10 people, right? That one, okay, that one is a little bit psychologically hard for most of us, but you can for sure sell a 10K thing. You can sell a $500 thing to like 2,000 people, you know? That's all. And to actually sell to, let's say, 1,000 people, to make it simple, a $1,000 thing, which is when you will make $1 million, means that unless you at least made an offer to 1,000 people, you can't make 1,000 sales. And this assumes 100% close rate, which won't happen. But a lot of us right now watching this video, we haven't even made 1,000 offers to people. So if you are not doing this, if you are watching videos on YouTube, if you are thinking, sitting, reading books, or whatever, or maybe you are already making money, but you want to scale, but you are not making enough offers, this is what you need to improve, right? And to be realistic, probably like maybe, 1 to 10% of the people are gonna say yes from everyone that you are gonna DM to jump on a call with you. If you are gonna sell on sales calls, then from 1,000 people, probably you will need like 4,000 calls. For most people, assuming 25% of the people are gonna buy, which is average close rate for calls, like it can be higher, for me it's like 50%, but it can be lower. And it's not because I'm the best salesperson, by the way, it's because I believe in what I do and that helps, right? So anyway, so on this point, it's like you need at least 4,000 calls then, which means that like you need probably for 400 days in a row, right, book 10 calls a day, which sounds a lot, but if you're not doing this, then how you are gonna make $1 million, right? But the good news here is that if you increase your close rate to like 50%, you will only need to do this for 200 days in a row, right? Or you will only need to book 5 calls a day, right? So, or maybe you are selling something, a school community or a course, whatever, and it's $1,000. You are not selling with calls, let's say. Then let's say your about page conversion is 2%. So 2% of the people that visit your page buy. This means that you need 50,000 people. And if 50,000 people visit your page, you will generate 1,000 buyers, right? If I'm not mistaken. So 1,000 buyers, why $1,000? You will make $1 million, right? If you want 10,000 buyers to make $10 million, you will need 500,000 people. Now, you can't get 500,000 people because it's a lot in a month. But can you do that like in a few years? Yeah. In a few months? Yeah. Like if you post good content, right? So all this to say, it all comes down to math. Like, and if you are not doing offers, you are not gonna make money. So all you really need is to understand, to have an offer that you believe in. If you have it, great. Then you skip this step. If you don't, you need to just find this. Number 2, which is what you are passionate about, who you want to serve, who do you want to help, right? Number 2 is after you figure this out, or you have already figured out, a lot of you just need to sell it. Just do it. That's how I did. I said, okay, like, why am I not selling? Why am I waiting that someone is gonna save me? Why am I waiting that a piece of content will go viral and it will make me sales? If it goes viral, but if I don't have a sales page, or I'm not trying to sell every day, or it's not optimized, like it's not gonna work. So I need to sell, right? And for this, all you need to do practically, and this is what I did, is you need to allocate at least 4 hours a day. This is exactly what I did. 4 hours every day. If you are working 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening. If you are full-time on this, you can spend this easily during the day whenever you want to. Whatever you have to do, you do this, and don't make excuses. I know it's not easy, but I have clients with several kids, and they are married, and they have a job, and they are making tens of thousands of dollars a month at the same time. Same person. A lot of them. And don't ask me why they have jobs. There are like situations like that where, anyway, we'll talk about it later. But all this to say is that if someone is doing all of that, it's possible. So you need to spend 4 hours a day to work on your optimal selling strategy. There's a book called Ready for Aim that Alex Hormozi recommends as well. You can read the first couple chapters. It's about optimal selling strategy, which is you need to just find a way to consistently sell someone. So you need one product, one avatar, one channel. So you need like one offer you are selling at max for most people. You need like one channel, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, X, LinkedIn, called outbound, whatever, right? And it needs to be one product, one avatar, one channel. It needs to be one product in one channel to one avatar. So don't sell like to completely different types of people. Sell to the same person, right? So it becomes a repeatable process. You know, this type of person buys when I do this thing, right? Okay, I'm helping entrepreneurs to like stop their weed addiction. As an example, I've never had a weed addiction, by the way. I've never smoked weed as well. It's illegal in Armenia anyway. So, but let's say if that's the case, then like if you if you learn, okay, when I make these types of reels on Instagram, as an example, I attract this many in the DMs, and when I ask them these questions, we book a call. When I walk through the sales script, this many percentage of them buy, then it all becomes about math problems, right? So that's all you need. So if you're watching this video, and if you want to learn how I made my reels, this sounds incredibly simple, and this wasn't easy, and there weren't days where I wanted to not do this, and I didn't feel like it, and I failed, and I didn't feel good. Yes, it's a part of the process. But at the end of the day, I just showed up, I just got inspired, and that's what I'm trying to do this, by the way, with this video. I'm trying to just share with you the same inspiration, because when he told me, hey, just do it, I said, yeah, why not, right? And I just went and did it, and it took time, but it was worth it, you know? So you need the inspiration, then you need something you believe in, and you need to sell. You need to sell. And for as long as you are doing a good job, you are not scamming people, right? You are helping people, sell as many of them as possible so you can help them. So I can help them change their life. That's what I'm doing, right? Like, if I don't sell people, how we are going to have all these hundreds of success stories? And we, of course, help people. I give away my free courses on YouTube. I help people for free, right? But if they want to get transformational results, if they want to scale, make tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, which we have clients doing, you can see the proofs by going to results.achievegreatness.com. You can see all of it, like people making hundreds of thousands a month, people with millions of subscribers, people with small audiences that are crushing it, right? I couldn't do it if I didn't sell people. And that's what you need to do. You don't have to have a perfect funnel. You don't have to have the perfect content, right? Yes, of course, if you have time, do the content. Build your brand. That's important. Improve your product. But every day, can I sell? And then how can I deliver? You do that every day for 4 hours a day. In 3, 6, 9, 12 months, your life is going to be completely different if you follow it. Because once you have made sales, now you have customers. Now you have client success stories. Now you can share that and get more clients. Now you have more experience to talk in your content. Now the content does better. Now it attracts more clients. Now it goes even better. So it just works and better and better and better and better. So all this to say is that this works. So all you need to do is right now, pause this video, open your calendar, your Google Calendar, Apple Calendar, whatever you use on your phone, and just start adding there, when exactly are you going to do this? Every day, 5 days a week, or 6 days a week, or 7 days a week. The more that you have, the better. If you can do 4 hours, start with 2 hours. If you can do 6 hours, to 6. Every day say, how am I going to just go and sell my product? How many people I'm going to make offers to? And the more people you make the offers to, the more money you're going to make. This is the only number that is going to make you closer to success, to $1, $10, $20 million, to first $100,000, whatever is your goal. This is exactly what's going to help you, right? And that's what you need to track. How many irresistible offers, right? Irresistible offers did you make to qualified, ideal avatar, right? Ideal avatar. So how many irresistible offers, so how many offers that you believe in, that you have full conviction about, did you make to qualified, right? Ideal avatar. So as an example, irresistible offer. If I right now end this video and I say, hey, I will help you to quit your addiction. Like, I will help you. Like, this is a course. Who cares? There's ChatGPT. What course? Like, no one cares, right? Are you going to help them? Are you going to give them your WhatsApp number? Are you going to call them? Are you going to walk them through a system that's going to help them? Are you going to go and like do calls with them whenever necessary to help them to go through the addiction? Are you going to actually listen to them and be empathetic and try different approaches to see what works for that person? Like, what are you going to do? Make your offer irresistible. And I would recommend $100 Million Offers book by Hormozi, which is free on his podcast. Go to Google, search Alex Hormozi, $100 million offers, audiobook, and listen it to for free. It's on his Spotify podcast for free. So listen to this. You will make your offer irresistible. Then you just want to make the offer, right? You just, if you don't let it to anyone know that you have that offer, no one is going to buy. You want to make sure that you make it to qualified people. Don't go and like approach a random person on Instagram, call the DM and say, hey, do you want to quit addiction? And they don't have addiction. Then it's not going to work. It needs to be someone that's qualified, that needs your product and service, that could pay for your product or service, that wants to do that, wants to achieve their goal, wants to solve the problem. And ideal avatar is like someone that you would be excited to help, right? And that's all you need. Like if you make 5 offers to your ideal avatar, or you make 5,000, this is the difference between the people that make 1 sale and they make like $2,000, right? And the people that make 1,000 sales from 5,000 offers and they make $2 million. This is all. This is sales. This is exactly. Alex Hormozi has hundreds of videos that help me. They really did. So many things. Like, it's crazy how many tactical things there are, strategic things there are, mindset things, how to frame things, how to define terms, how to change your behavior, how to work harder. All of that is important. But nothing came close to this. You just need to make more people offers and start tracking it every day. Every day ask yourself, am I spending 4 hours a day to promote my stuff? And am I doing it consistently? Don't quit after a month. Give it 3, 6, 12 months. And if you are doing 10K a month, you will see you will grow to 20, 30, 50, potentially. If you are doing 50, you will grow to 100. If you are doing 100, you can grow to hundreds of thousands. Not easy, not guaranteed, not everyone will do this. This is not a promise, income promise, but the promise is that you will be further ahead than you are right now. If you start spending 4 hours a day to sell more people to your offer and you get better every time and you don't quit, right? So that's all you need to do. Block 4 hours a day and make sure that every month you will look at the previous month and say, did I make more offers to more qualified people this month? And did I improve my offer? And did I improve my sales skills through selling, not only watching courses, but by doing it? And if yes, if you made 50 offers and last month you did 10, you are making progress. So hope this is helpful. And this is probably even helpful for entrepreneurs that are a little bit more advanced. Because if you're already making money, this is the same thing. Like you probably have 20 things to work on. And maybe if you audit your time, most of it is not on selling new people. It's just trying to put up fires, which you will never be able to put up all of the fires anyway and solve all the problems. So you just need to maximize sales until you do at least $3 million a year. And of course, improve your product. Our product is great. We have 80% word of mouth traffic. But it wouldn't happen if I didn't have any customers. So you need to go and sell to get customers to improve it so you get more clients. And then it goes from there. So make sure you are doing a good job. Make sure that you believe in your product. Make sure that you deliver on your expectations, that you don't overpromise. But for as long as you keep selling and you do a good job and you just keep your promise, you don't even have to overdeliver in today's world. You just need to keep your word. You do that, you're already going to be ahead of most people. So this is exactly how Alex Hormozi showed me how to make my first $1 million. And here's what I did. I hope this is useful. And I promise you, there's 50 other things that I could share in this video. But I don't want to because it's just going to overwhelm you and it doesn't matter. What matters is this. And if you do this, right now, you open your calendar, you put it there. In 3, 6, 12 months, you can go back. And if you do this every day, and you every day improve your sales skills and you make better offers to more people every day, and you just relentlessly track that, you are going to make progress. And you are going to be proud that you did it. And there's 2 universes. In universe 1, you do nothing. You watch this video and say, oh, interesting. And you don't do anything. And in a year, you regret. In the second case, you say, I'm going to implement. I'm going to go and make sure that I sell more people because selling is serving, and then I'm going to do a good job. And if you do, you are going to grow your business, and you're going to help more people because so many people change their lives, the lives of their family, because I sold them something, right? Because I worked with them, and they just got my help, and we grew together. So
Please don't scroll. I'm just trying to...
Sorry for this. Thank you so much for watching this. And now, on your screen, I will leave you with the call recording that I have with Alex Hormozi himself on how he helps me now to scale to $300,000 a month and how he showed me how to do that. So if you're interested, it will be on your screen. Hope this video is useful, and I hope to be the inspiration, exactly how Hormozi was the inspiration for me, for you to go and grow your business and to absolutely crush it. I will see you soon. Cheers.